So I just need to wire up the alternator and the starter motor from underneath the car, because you can't get access from the top, it's too tight, so I need to lie underneath, get that done. Hopefully by the end of the day I'll be ready to start it up and see if it runs. Right, so I'm just about to put the turbo and the manifold back on now. Got a new gasket here to put on. So this is a standard turbo with a forge actuator on, so we can adjust the boost pressure. Now at this point it probably will be a good idea to put a nice fancy exhaust manifold on and a bigger turbo, turn the boost up higher, make some more power. But I just want to get it running again for now, so I want to fit this all back up, get it running and get it back on the road, and it's got the potential for upgrades later now with a bigger turbo and stuff like that. So I've got the new engine fitted in the car now, gearbox is fitted, all the 3 engine mounts are bolted in, tightened up, everything's in position. Just need to fit the exhaust, manifold and turbo and bolt all that up. I've fitted the throttle linkage, throttle cable, clutch cable, all fitted. Just a few finishing pieces left, need to put the drive shafts in. Fit the shafts. Got the other engine here. Just busy taking this starter motor off. Need to put the starter motor on. Wire up the alternator. I'll have to get underneath the car, wire up the alternator. You can see how close of a gap that is when there's one of these engines inside of a Nova. Look at how tight it is. So this is where we're up to now. Charge coolers just need bolting up. Bolt this pipe in, tighten the top up. Give that a bit of a polish up. Need to polish the header tank because that's not the best at the minute. So there's a few things left. The alternator and starter motor are all wired up now, so they should be working. I just need to put the radiator and the charge cooler on, which are here, and fill it up with fluids. It's going to need some gearbox oil, it's going to need some engine oil, and some coolant. Coolant for the radiator, coolant for the charge cooler, and I think with a bit of luck, first turn of the key, fingers crossed, she might run. You run it. 5 litres of that. There's a few other people who use this oil in these engines. Ones that make more power than this one does, so I know this is good oil. Sounds like my arse off for an Indian, that. I'll put some water in here as well for the charge cooler. I'm just going to fill it up with water for now in case anything leaks, because I don't want to waste coolant. So once I make sure everything's tight, nothing's leaking, then I'll probably drain it back out and I'll put coolant in. But this will just be for the first test, so I'm not going in dry. You can see it taking it in, watch. I'll get some fuel first. This battery sounds dead, like. Let's try and start. Battery's dead. I'm going to need another battery. I've just got enough fuel. Where's that come from? Right, so started the car up, oil just burst out of everywhere. Trying to think what it was, thinking to take the main seal on the bottom of the engine, going to be a nightmare to fix. Jacked the car up, when it was leaning to one side, oil started coming out where the oil filter is. So at first I thought it was the seal on the oil filter, brand new oil filter as well, and a genuine one. I just smashed that off with a screwdriver because I couldn't get it off. Nothing wrong with the seal on that. Turns out what it is, where the oil filter fits on the engine, behind here, this hole here, it's a sensor what puts in it. I can't remember what that is. It's probably oil pressure, or it's probably oil pressure sensor or something like that. That's just had one missing on the new engine and all the oil's just come out of there. So I'm taking this one and I'm going to put it on now. Can't stop now. Gotta get it running. Gotta get it running. Let's do it. Just pinch my toes. I think some people think that this is living the dream. They didn't know what it's really like, do they? Just see the glory at the end of it. You see all of this, do they? Oh, I can't even get it in, and I'm late in a puddle of oil. Oh, yeah. I'll be drinking beer now and eating food. It's in. It's going to be hard to tighten up, like. If this drops, it'll put us out of my misery. I'm going to axle stand under. Oh, Chin's Motorsport. Gotta love it. Gotta run it. I'm going to try and get a spanner in there. What do people do on their days off? Do all these nice things. It's me doing this. No, let's get an axle stand and run in the field safe. Just somewhere all day. I'm going to tighten that up. Right, so that's all tightened up. Just need to put another oil filter on now to not smash the other one off. All the shops are shut this time and I can't get them. So a little bit through my supplies. It's going to be a little shout out to Vaughan from Scotland. He sorted us out with some of these filters ages ago. Because like the original 90s ones, and they were just going to be kept on the shelf just for ornaments. But I suppose in these sort of situations, I'm going to put it to good use on this car now. So Vaughan, you run it. Right, well, do a little bit of oil on there. So you can go on your favourites now. Give me a shout out, favourite. Everything's covered in oil. Make sure that's tight. I don't want to lose another 5 litre of oil. It's in the price of oil these days. So after I finally got it started up there was a couple of problems. The first one, you can hear the firing orders out because the leads were in the wrong place, so swap them around, put them in the right place, and you can hear like a metal grinding noise. Wasn't sure what that was at first, but had a closer look under the car, and the the lower pulley on the bottom of the engine, for some reason it was scraping against the cover on the side of the engine. Got a Dremel and just shaved a little bit of it down, the cover on the side of the engine, and fixed the problem. So just need to get it out for a bit of a test drive now and see what it actually runs like. You run it. Seems to be running okay up to now. Air and fuel ratio looks good. Nothing seems out of place. Seems to be running fine. It's getting a little bit of temperature into it now, let it warm up a little bit. Sure how much I trust the fuel gauge in this neither. It's got like just under quarter of a tank, but well, that's real or not, I'm not sure. It keeps moving. Careful with the gears, I've already smashed one gearbox. I didn't want to try and smash this one, just testing the car either. Definitely not fueling right though, I'm not sure why. Seems to be running okay. For some reason I need to adjust the fuel somehow. It's not 100%. Turn the charge cooler pump on. For some reason, whenever you give the car full boost, on the air and fuel gauge there, it runs rich. It's getting too much fuel, and I'm not sure why. My fuel gauge is on red now. I really need to get back home. So I'm looking at this boost pipe here. See that? This boost pipe here is loose. That might be why. I'll have to tighten that up. Other than that, everything looks alright. How loose is that? It's not even tight at all. I must have just forgot to tighten that up.